As soon as you say end time, they say, whoa, the end of the world. When's it going to be? And you can see this mask of fear. I'm not telling you the end time is coming. I'm telling you, you live in it right now. Daniel chapter number 7, verse number 4. The first beast was like a lion. We have the eagle used continually to depict the United States of America. You see it on governmental documents. We are at the generation for which these that you will not miss one segment of understanding end time, because I've had many people tell me it's changed their life forever. Many of the major prophecies of the Bible are given to us 2, 3, some of them as high as 4 or 5 times. There is not any chance it's not going to happen, because it's in your Bible, it's prophesied, and the prophecies always coming back.
지금도 전 세계 곳곳에서는 지진과 홍수와 또 화산 폭발과 쓰나미 같은 각종 자연재해와 또 테러와 분쟁과 전쟁으로 수많은 사람들이, 그리고 수많은 어린이들이 질병과 추위와 배고픔과 이런 어려움 속에 있죠. 바로 이런 어려움 속에 놓여 있는 많은 어린이들과 또 도움이 필요한 사람들에게 그리스도의 복음으로 그들에게 직접 찾아가서 그들을 치료하고 치유하고 재건하고 다시 일어설 수 있기까지 여러 차례 도와주는 아주 위대한 사역을 하는 단체가 있습니다. 바로 미국에 있는 사마리탄 펄스, 한국말로 얘기하면 사마리아인의 지갑이라는 아주 독특한 이름인데요. 이 사마리탄 펄스 선교회라는 곳이 있습니다. 도대체 이 선교회가 어떤 일들을 어떻게 하고 있는지 알고 싶어서 그 사마리탄 펄스 본부가 있는 미국 노스캐롤라이나주의 분이라는 지역에 제가 찾아와서 그 선교회의 부대표이신 빌 코거 씨와 함께 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
예, 고맙습니다. 이렇게 아름다운 자연 환경에 둘러싸여 있는 선교회 본부, 너무나 아름답습니다.
Thank you. We think it's a beautiful location for the ministry too, and all of us are just extremely happy to have a small part in what God's doing.
그런데 선교회 이름이 아주 굉장히 재밌습니다. 사마리아인의 지각. 어떤 뜻으로 이렇게 선교회 이름을 지었습니까?
The ministry was first started by Bob Pierce, who also started World Vision, before he then asked Franklin Graham to take it over. And the name Samaritan's Purse comes from Luke chapter 10 in the Bible and the story of the Good Samaritan. How the Samaritan on the road, the story of Christ, and talking about the Good Samaritan, how he helped the person who was beaten and left on the road to die, and the person reached down to help them just like Christ would. And the story of the Good Samaritan is what the ministry is based on.
제가 본부에 와서 여기저기 이제 사역의 현장을 투어를 좀 했는데 제가 굉장히 크게 감명을 받은 장소가 크리스마스 차일드라는 프로젝트를 진행하는 데가 있더라고요. 오퍼레이션 크리스마스 차일드, 그게 어떤 건지 좀 설명을 좀 해주시죠.
Well, Operation Christmas Child is one of the ministries of Samaritan's Purse. And it also, this year was the 25th anniversary year of Operation Christmas Child in the United States. And Operation Christmas Child is just a simple ministry. Through the years, it's just people who get shoe boxes, pack them with gifts, and to give to children all over the world. And in doing that, it involves families, it involves churches, it involves volunteers. And all of the process of doing that, of putting the simple gifts in a shoebox, the shoeboxes are then taken and distributed to children all over the world. And along with that shoebox, the main thing about it and the main importance of it is being able to share the gospel and the love of Christ, and also the discipleship program that goes along with that to disciple children in the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's just a great way of sharing the love of Christ with children.
그럼 전 세계의 어려운 아이들에게 보내줄 크리스마스 선물을 이제 후원자들이 각자 이제 포장을 해서 일로 보내주면은 여기서 이제 또 직접 보내는데 주로 내용물이 어떤 것들입니까?
It's usually, and it's for a boy or a girl of different age groups. I think there's 3 age groups that they do for boys or girls. And the toys that go in them are typically like doll babies, hygiene items, personal hygiene items for kids, toys, small toys that kids would have fun with, soccer balls and other just things that kids love to play with. And also in that, as part of it, there's the greatest gift, a part of the gospel that goes in the box. But the most important thing that goes in the box always, as Franklin says, is prayer.
그럼 그 박스가 1년에 몇 개나 여기 도착이 되고 몇 개 나라에 이것이 배달이 됩니까?
Into how many countries? Boy, that's a good question on the countries because it grows every year. The amount of shoe boxes has grown progressively, like year after year after year after year. And I think this year it was around 11.5 million shoe boxes that were collected that are now in the process of being distributed and handed out to children all over the world. But it's grown like every year through just the amazing blessing of God.
그런데 실제로 그런 선물을 받아야 될 어린이들이 있는 곳은 저 깊은 아프리카 오지라든가 또는 일반인들이 쉽게 접근하기 어려운 이슬람 국가의 저 깊은 오지에도 있을 텐데 그 어린이들에게는 어떻게 이것이 배달이 되죠?
Well, I think probably about every type of shipping method you could think of. And it does go into countries all over the world. I know Samaritan's Purse has worked in over 100 countries around the world as what the ministry does as part of disaster relief and other things. And the church relationship that we've built up in all these different countries. But it goes by airplane, it goes by ship, by tankers. And when you get into the countries the same way as it comes to trucking, is involved with it too. And sometimes when you get into these real remote areas, it's involving about every process you can think of, from camels to donkeys to boats to canoes to ships, just about every bit of transportation or type of transportation you can think of to get into all the remote areas of the world.
그러면 이제 매년 크리스마스 때가 되면은 그걸 기다리고 있는 아이들도 있겠네요.
Yes. And a lot of that does come in the countries where they're being received is through the local church, many times in local communities and local pastors. Because the shoebox is a good way for pastors to also minister to children and bring in community into being involved with the ministry. And it does work through the local church in about all of these countries. And sometimes, in Africa, a place as a church meeting might be under a tree. In another area, it might be in someone's home, or it might be in a small church, or it might be outside in a gathering. It's just wherever, the Lord is.
그러면 이제 각자가 개인이 선물 상자를 만들어서 이곳에 보내주면 이곳에서 이제 선물의 내용을 확인해서 다시 재포장해서 이제 보낸다라고 얘기를 들었는데 다시 확인하는 이유는 뭡니까?
As anything that you're getting from people all over the world that are giving to put in the shoe boxes, Samaritan's Purse, is just very careful to make sure that there's even sometimes what we think is a fun thing, or it might be little toy soldiers or something like that, or that in other areas of the world, might not be that acceptable for a child to play with, or different things as the innocent of what someone's putting in a shoebox. And also there's certain things in different countries, perishables that might not last in a shoebox, those type of things that you can't put in there, and some candy or food items and things like that are things that they don't typically put in there. And there's a size limit too for the size of the box of what you can put in there. But it's for the safety of the children and everyone involved in different countries. There's different things that are acceptable in some countries, and other countries they aren't. So it's just to go through that process and make sure everything is appropriate.
그래서 매년 크리스마스 전이 되면은 이 상자를 다시 재포장해서 이제 전 세계로 보내는 이 일들을 미국의 그 자원봉사자들이 와서 이곳에서 작업을 한다 그러던데, 그때는 사람들이 굉장히 많이 모인다면서요?
I don't know the exact number, but it's usually several 100,000 volunteers in different distribution centers or collection centers around the country. So it takes a huge volunteer base that really makes the ministry possible, and for that to happen. It's people from all over the country, all over different churches, different age groups and whatever, that all want to come and just be a part of it, and they get to feel that joy and the sense of fulfillment too, and sharing the gospel with kids through shoeboxes.
그리고 이 사마리아인의 지갑 선교에서 하는 사역 중에 또 하나가 에머전시 필드 호스피털 이 사역이라고 들었는데, 그 얘기도 좀 해주시죠.
Yeah, the another great part of the ministry of Samaritan's Purse is the World Medical Missions. And through that part of the ministry, Samaritan's Purse and international relief and disaster relief that we do many times, whether it's a hurricane or an earthquake or a famine or different things that are happening around the world, we have doctors that go and volunteer and post residence to help provide medical aid to people also when we're responding to their need during that time.
그러면 그런 데 이제 파견하기 위해서는 그럼 평소에도 전문 의사들을 많이 확보하고 있는 그런 상태입니까?
There's medical people with medical backgrounds on staff that head it up and are the vice president and directors of the World Medical Missions. But we have a lot of doctors that also volunteer. Like when we put up a field hospital, then we also recruit doctors to go and volunteer their services of whatever their specialty might be in responding to disasters. And we also support doctors who are coming out of school in a post-residency program. So when they're first starting out and they can go and serve in a mission hospital, and Samaritan's Purse helps make that happen, and supporting medical missionary doctor for hospitals around the world.
제가 여기 선교에서 만든 그 다큐멘터리를 하나 본 적이 있었는데, 그 다큐멘터리의 내용이 이 선교회에서 파견한 의사가 재난의 현장에서 이제 바이러스에 걸려서 크게 이제 고통당하는 그런 얘기, 에볼라 바이러스였던 것 같아요. 그런 어려움도 있더라고요. 이 다큐멘터리 영화를 보니까. 그때 상황을 좀 설명 좀 해주시죠.
Yeah, it was during the 2014 Ebola crisis in Liberia and Guinea and Sierra Leone in Africa. And Samaritan's Purse has had a operation or office in Liberia for many years. We've worked there many years providing aid and also support for people there. So when the Ebola crisis happened, during that time, one of our doctors, volunteer doctors or from the post-residency program, Dr. Kemp Brantley, was there and serving. And during that time, and Doctors Without Borders asked Samaritan's Purse to help respond to that crisis because it was slowly and being help the people there. The people were dying and it was escalating, and they asked us to help with that, and we, with our hospital there, turned it into a unit to help the Ebola patients. And Dr. Kent Brantley was one of those doctors, and during that time he also contracted the Ebola virus, which is basically a death sentence for you. And also one of the nurses there, Nancy Wrightball, also contracted Ebola. And so then from that time when they got it, then Samaritan's Purse was on basically a rescue mission to save their lives and try and get them back to the United States for treatment. There wasn't really a vaccine that had been used on humans before during that time. So it was just an amazing story and many miracles that God did during that time to save their lives.
그렇게 미국에 있는 의사들이 전 세계 어려운 현장에 가서 의술을 베풀자. 그러나 자원봉사다. 이렇게 해도 이렇게 자원자들이 많이 있습니까?
Sure. Yeah, there's still always, when Samaritan's Purse responds, obviously, in most situations, it's when something type of disaster or something, really hard has happened to people in different areas of the world. But always, just like Jesus Christ, Samaritan's Purse doesn't run from the fire, as Franklin Graham would say, we run to the fire. We go where it is to help people. And there are other brothers and sisters in Christ who serve with us, and part of also staff members that are always willing to go into the tough parts of the world where the dangerous things are to save lives. And many times that's in very tough places where your own life may be at risk. But it's just choosing to show compassion instead of fear and go and help people.
그리고 미국 군인으로서 전 세계의 분쟁의 현장에 가서 평화를 위해서 전투를 하다가 부상을 당한 군인들을 위해서 그들을 치유하는 그런 프로그램도 진행하고 있다고 얘기를 들었어요. 그 얘기도 좀 해주시죠.
Yeah, the Operation Heal Our Patriots is a ministry of Samaritan's Purse to wounded veterans. And it's goes on all summer long. It's a program that ministers to wounded veterans and their spouses who have given their lives and risked their lives for our safety and to protect our country and serve our country. And so Samaritan's Purse and Franklin Graham wants to be there for the veterans who have served and given everything for us, to be there for them in their biggest hour of need. And so many vets who go to war and to serve many times are injured. And when they come home, then they need help, from medical issues and things from their injuries, and also physical and mental. And Samaritan's Purse is there for having ministry with chaplains and stuff who have served in the Army and Marines in different parts of service, to also be a part of that program to minister to the wounded vets and their spouses to help heal them and heal their marriage. It's just a ministry to reach out to them and be there in their time of need.
오퍼레이션 크리스마스 차일드라든가 또는 에머전시 필드 호스피털 프로젝트, 또 부상당한 군인들을 위한 치유 프로젝트, 그런 것들을 진행하는 데 있어서 이런 사역을 할 때 어떤 기준이 있습니까?
For Samaritan's Purse, obviously it's a ministry based upon the gospel of Jesus Christ, and we're there to help people in Jesus' name. That's definitely the motto of the ministry, and what we do and why we do it is for an eternal purpose to help people in the name of Jesus Christ.
만약에 한국 크리스천들이 이 사마리아인의 지갑 선교회에서 하고 있는 이 일들에 동참하고 싶다, 그러면 어떤 방법이 있을까요?
To volunteer or be a part of Samaritan's Purse on our website is the best way for people to make contact with Samaritan's Purse. To go there, and there's ways to be a part of all the different ministries. It'll show you how to volunteer for the different projects. And even when disasters happen, on our website is where we first bring up the information about what people can do and where they can be a part of what we're doing. Always right there on their website, or they can also call directly to the ministry here.
알겠습니다. 오늘 이렇게 사마리아인의 지갑 선교회가 하고 있는 여러 가지 귀한 사역들에 대해서 소개해 주시고 또 비전에 대해서 함께 나눠주셔서 고맙습니다. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
이스라엘 선교 전문 방송 브래드TV. 이스라엘을 위해 기도하고 싶으신데 기도 제목을 잘 모르시겠다고요? 그럴 땐 이스라엘 전문 방송 브래드TV로 들어오시면 됩니다. 언제 어디서나 시청 가능한 브래드TV. 매번 주소 검색하시느라 힘드셨죠? 브래드TV 바로가기 아이콘을 만들면 한 번에 들어가 원하시는 방송을 시청하실 수 있습니다. 브래드TV 바로가기 아이콘 만들기. 삼성, LG 등 안드로이드 버전입니다. 먼저 인터넷 버튼을 눌러주세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력. 브래드TV 홈페이지로 이동합니다. 홈페이지로 이동한 후 핸드폰 하단의 메뉴 버튼을 눌러주세요. 여기서 홈 화면에 바로가기 추가. 이 버튼만 누르면 끝이에요. 이제 바탕화면에 생긴 브래드TV 아이콘을 누르시면 한 번에 원하시는 방송을 선택 신청하실 수 있습니다. 다음은 아이폰에서 바로가기 아이콘 만드는 방법입니다. 인터넷 버튼을 누르세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력. 브래드TV 홈페이지로 이동합니다. 이동 후 화면을 움직이면 핸드폰 하단에 메뉴바가 나옵니다. 여기서 가운데 버튼을 클릭하고 바로 보이는 홈 화면에 추가를 눌러주세요. 그리고 추가 버튼만 누르면 끝입니다. 마지막으로 아이패드에서 바로가기 아이콘을 만드는 방법입니다. 역시 인터넷 버튼을 눌러주세요. 그리고 브래드tv.co.kr을 입력, 홈페이지로 이동하면 주소창 옆에 화살표를 클릭, 홈 화면에 추가 버튼을 누르고 추가를 누르면 끝이에요. 이제 바탕화면에 생긴 브래드TV 아이콘을 누르시면 한 번에 원하시는 방송을 선택 신청하실 수 있습니다.